Hello, and welcome back to the channel. I am so happy you are here with me today. Now, I want to ask you something important. Have you ever studied English for a long time, but when someone speaks to you in real life, you freeze? You cannot find the right words? You feel nervous and confused? That happens to so many people, and I want to tell you exactly why. Most English learners spend too much time studying grammar rules and difficult vocabulary from textbooks. But real, natural English is not built from difficult words. It is built from simple, everyday words that people use again and again in normal life situations. In today's video, you are going to learn the real vocabulary that fluent English speakers use every single day. We will cover 9 powerful lessons together. Words for your morning, your meals, your home, getting around, your feelings, your workplace, going shopping, spending time with people you care about, and handling real problems in daily life. These are not fancy words. These are real words, practical words, words that will actually come out of your mouth when you need them. So here's what I want you to do. Sit comfortably, breathe, and every time I say a new word or phrase, say it out loud with me. Do not just listen. Speaking is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Are you ready? Let's begin. Lesson 1. Words for your morning routine. Every single day begins the same way for all of us. We wake up, we get ready, and we start our day. That means the vocabulary you use in the morning is some of the most important vocabulary you will ever learn in English. You will use these words every single day for the rest of your life. Let's go through them together now.
Rise, meaning to get up from sleep. Example, I rise early every weekday morning. Alarm clock, the device that wakes you up in the morning. Example, I set my alarm clock for 6:30. Sleepy, feeling like you still want to sleep. Example, I always feel sleepy for the first 10 minutes after waking up. Stretch, moving your arms and legs to feel more awake. Example, I stretch my body before getting out of bed. Yawn, opening your mouth wide because you are tired. Example, I yawned 3 times before leaving my bedroom. Wash, to clean yourself using water. Example, I wash my face every morning. Toothpaste, the substance you put on your toothbrush. Example, we ran out of toothpaste this morning. Toothbrush, the tool you use to clean your teeth. Example, my toothbrush is the blue one near the sink. Rinse, to wash something quickly with clean water. Example, I rinse my mouth after brushing. Shampoo, liquid soap used to clean your hair. Example, I use shampoo every other morning. Get dressed, to put on your clothes. Example, I need 5 minutes to get dressed. Outfit, the outfit you choose to wear for the day. Example, I picked a comfortable outfit for work. Ready, prepared and able to go. Example, I will be ready in 10 minutes. Rush, to move or do something very quickly. Example, I always rush in the morning when I wake up late. Skipping breakfast, not eating your morning meal. Example, I never feel good when I skip breakfast. Cup, a container you drink from. Example, I always start the day with a cup of something warm.
Kettle, a device used to heat water. Example, I turned on the kettle as soon as I came downstairs. Cereal, a common quick breakfast food. Example, my children eat cereal every morning before school. Check, to look at something quickly. Example, I check my messages before leaving the house. Run late, to not have enough time. Example, I ran late this morning because I could not find my keys. Now, let's put all of these words together in a short, natural paragraph. This is how real English works in real life. This morning, I woke up feeling very sleepy, even though my alarm clock rang on time. I stretched for a few seconds and then got up slowly. First, I washed my face, brushed my teeth with toothpaste, and rinsed my mouth.
After a quick shower with shampoo, I dried off and got dressed in a comfortable outfit. I rushed to the kitchen, switched on the kettle, and made myself a warm cup of tea. I grabbed a quick bowl of cereal, checked my messages on my phone, and headed out the door. I almost kettle, a device used to heat water. Example, I turned on the kettle as soon as I came downstairs. Cereal, a common quick breakfast food. Example, my children eat cereal every morning before school. Check, to look at something quickly. Example, I check my messages before leaving the house. Run late, to not have enough time. Example, I ran late this morning because I could not find my keys. Now let's put all of these words together in a short, natural paragraph. This is how real English works in real life. This morning, I woke up feeling very sleepy, even though my alarm clock rang on time. I stretched for a few seconds and then got up slowly. First, I washed my face, brushed my teeth with toothpaste, and rinsed my mouth. After a quick shower with shampoo, I dried off and got dressed in a comfortable outfit. I rushed to the kitchen, switched on the kettle, and made myself a warm cup of tea. I grabbed a quick bowl of cereal, checked my messages on my phone, and headed out the door. I almost ran late, but I made it just in time. Do you see how those words fit naturally together? This is exactly how fluent speakers talk about their mornings every single day. Lesson 2. Words for food and eating out. Food vocabulary is everywhere. You need it at home, at restaurants, at markets, at your friend's house, and even online when you were looking at menus. If you can talk about food naturally, your English confidence will grow very fast. Let's learn these words now. Appetite, the desire to eat. Example, I had a big appetite after exercising. Portion, the amount of food on your plate. Example, the portion at that restaurant was very large. Ingredient, each item used to make a dish. Example, what ingredients do you use for this soup? Recipe, instructions for making a dish. Example, my grandmother shared her recipe with me. Cook, to prepare food using heat. Example, I love to cook on weekends. Boil, to heat water or liquid until it bubbles. Example, boil the pasta for 10 minutes. Fry, to cook in hot oil. Example, my father fries eggs every Sunday morning. Bake, to cook food in an oven. Example, she bakes fresh bread every week. Taste, to try a small amount of food. Example, can I taste your soup? Flavor, the way food tastes. Example, this dish has a wonderful flavor. Fresh, not old, recently prepared or picked. Example, the vegetables from the market are very fresh. Sour, a sharp, tangy taste. Example, this lemon juice is quite sour. Salty, having too much salt. Example, the soup was a little too salty for me. Creamy, smooth and thick in texture. Example, this pasta sauce is very creamy. Crispy, makes a crunching sound. Example, I love crispy chicken. Filling, making you feel full. Example, that meal was very filling. Leftovers, food remaining after a meal. Example, I heated up the leftovers from last night for lunch. Takeaway, food you order and eat somewhere else. Example, let's order a takeaway tonight. Menu, a list of dishes available in a restaurant. Example, can I see the menu, please? Waiter or waitress, the person who serves you in a restaurant. Example, the waiter was very helpful and polite. Reservation, booking a table in advance. Example, I made a reservation for 2 people at 7 o'clock. Tip, extra money you give to show appreciation. Example, we left a tip because the service was excellent. Vegetarian, a person who does not eat meat. Example, my sister is vegetarian, so she ordered a salad. Portion, the amount of food served. Example, could we have an extra portion of rice, please? Leftovers, food remaining from an earlier meal. Example, I packed the leftovers to eat at work tomorrow. Last Friday, my cousin and I decided to try a new restaurant near our neighborhood. When we arrived, the waiter welcomed us and handed us the menu. There were so many delicious options. I ordered grilled chicken with a creamy sauce and a side of fresh vegetables. My cousin, who is vegetarian, chose a filling pasta dish. The flavors were amazing. Nothing was too salty or too spicy. For dessert, we shared a warm, crispy pastry. At the end, we left a small tip for the waiter because the service was so friendly. On the way home, we talked about coming back again very soon. Are you hungry? It's almost lunchtime. Yes, actually. Do you want to order a takeaway? Sure. What are you in the mood for? Something filling. Maybe rice and chicken? Perfect. I'll look at the menu online and place the order. Lesson 3. Words for the home and household. Your home is your world. The things inside it, the rooms you move through, the actions you do every day, these are the building blocks of real English conversation. When you know the words for your home, English starts to feel personal. It becomes yours. Let's go through these household words together. Entrance, the area where you enter a home. Please leave your shoes at the entrance. Hallway, the long, narrow space connecting rooms. Example, the children were playing in the hallway. Upstairs, the upper floor of a house. Example, my bedroom is upstairs. Downstairs, the lower floor of a house. Example, the kitchen and living room are downstairs. Balcony, an outdoor area connected to an upper floor. Example, I like to have my morning tea on the balcony. Curtains, fabric that covers windows. Example, please close the curtains, the sun is too bright. Shelf, a flat surface fixed to a wall for storing things. Example, my books are on the shelf above my desk. Drawer, a sliding box inside furniture for storing items. Example, the scissors are in the kitchen drawer. Cabinet, a storage unit with doors. Example, the plates are in the cabinet next to the stove. Tap, used to control water. Example, please turn off the tap after washing your hands. Plug, used to connect devices to electricity. Example, the phone charger plug is behind the sofa. Switch, used to turn lights or devices on and off. Example, where is the light switch in this room? Broom, a tool used to sweep floors. Example, can you pass me the broom? The floor is dirty. Dustpan, the flat tool used with a broom to collect dust. Example, I use the dustpan to collect the crumbs. Laundry, clothes that need to be washed or have been washed. Example, I need to do the laundry this evening. Iron, a device used to remove creases from clothes. Example, I always iron my work clothes the night before. Tidy up, to organize and clean a space. Example, let's tidy up the living room before the guests arrive. Broken, no longer working or damaged. Example, the handle on that drawer is broken. Replace, to get a new one when something is old or broken. Example, we need to replace the old sofa. Comfortable, making you feel relaxed and at ease. Example, this armchair is so comfortable. Practice paragraph. On Saturday morning, I decided to spend a few hours tidying up the house. I started downstairs in the hallway, then moved to the living room. I dusted the shelves, wiped down the cabinets, and straightened the curtains. In the kitchen, I cleaned the tap and the sink and organized the drawers. Upstairs, I sorted out the laundry, ironed a few shirts, and made the beds. By the afternoon, everything looked neat and comfortable. My mother came home and was very happy when she walked through the entrance and saw how clean everything looked.
Have you seen my phone charger?
I think it's in the drawer near the entrance.
Oh, found it. Thanks. Why are the curtains closed?
The sun was too bright. I was trying to watch TV.
Makes sense. Is the laundry done?
Yes, it's upstairs. I ironed your shirt already. Lesson 4. Words for travel and getting around. Every time you leave your house, you enter the world of travel vocabulary. Whether you are going to work, visiting someone, taking a bus, or traveling to another country, these words will follow you everywhere. Knowing them will help you feel confident in any situation. Destination. The place you are traveling to. Example, our destination is the city center. Departure. The time or act of leaving. Example, our departure time is 9:15. Arrival. The time or act of reaching a place.
Parking, a place where you leave your vehicle. Example, we had trouble finding parking near the market. Fill up, to put fuel in a vehicle. Example, we need to fill up the car before the long drive. Breakdown, when a vehicle stops working. Example, our car had a breakdown on the highway. Journey time, how long a trip takes. Example, the journey time from here to the airport is about 1 hour. Boarding, getting onto a plane, train, or bus. Example, boarding for our flight begins in 30 minutes. Visa, an official document allowing you to enter a country. Example, I applied for a visa 3 weeks before my trip. Customs, the official check at a border or airport. Example, we had to pass through customs when we landed. Delay, when something is later than expected. Example, the flight had a 2-hour delay because of bad weather. Landmark, a well-known place used to help with directions. Example, the tall clock tower is a famous landmark in this city. Lost, unable to find your way. Example, I got lost because I forgot to bring a map. Practice paragraph. Last month, I traveled to another city for the first time alone. I checked the departure time the night before and packed my bag carefully. The next morning, I arrived at the station early and found platform 2 without any trouble. The journey time was about 2 hours, and I enjoyed watching the countryside from the window. When I arrived at my destination, I felt a little lost at first because I did not know the area. I asked a friendly local near a landmark, a large fountain in the city center, and she gave me clear directions. By the time I reached my hotel, I felt proud and very happy that I had managed everything on my own. Short conversation. Excuse me, I am trying to get to the central market. Am I going the right way? Almost. You need to turn left at the next crosswalk and go straight from there. Is it very far?
No, about a 10-minute walk. You'll see a tall clock tower. That's a big landmark. The market is right behind it. Perfect. Thank you so much. No problem. Have a good day. Lesson 5. Words for feelings and emotions. Your emotions are with you every moment of every day. When you can talk about how you feel in English, something wonderful happens. Your conversations become deeper. People connect with you more easily, and you feel so much more confident expressing yourself. Cheerful, feeling happy and positive. Example, she was very cheerful when she arrived at the office this morning. Disappointed, feeling sad when something does not go as expected. I was disappointed when my friend canceled our plans. Frustrated, feeling annoyed because something is difficult. Example, I get frustrated when I can't understand a new English word. Overwhelmed, feeling like you have too much to deal with. Example, I felt overwhelmed with so many tasks to finish. Anxious, feeling nervous or worried about something. Example, I feel anxious before any important presentation. Content, feeling satisfied and peaceful. Example, I feel very content just sitting here with a good book. Grateful, feeling thankful for something or someone. Example, I am very grateful for all the support my family gives me. Jealous, wanting what someone else has. Example, he felt a little jealous when his friend got a new job. Hopeful, believing something good will happen. Example, I feel hopeful about the future. Motivated, feeling a strong desire to do something. Example, watching success stories always makes me feel motivated. Drained, completely exhausted, mentally or physically. Example, I felt drained after the long meeting. Relieved, feeling happy because a stressful thing has ended. Example, I felt so relieved when I passed the exam. Embarrassed, feeling uncomfortable because of a mistake in front of others. Example, I felt embarrassed when I mispronounced the word in class. Sympathetic, feeling sorry for someone else's problem. Example, everyone was very sympathetic when she explained what happened. Inspired, feeling excited and creative because of something you experienced. Example, that documentary really inspired me. Upset, feeling sad or troubled by something. Example, he was upset when no one remembered his birthday. Peaceful, calm, and free from worry. Example, I feel most peaceful when I am near water. Confident, believing in your own ability. Example, the more I practice English, the more confident I become. Nervous, slightly afraid or worried before something important. Example, I always feel a little nervous before a job interview. Touched, feeling emotional because of something kind. Example, I was deeply touched when my students gave me a card. Practice paragraph. This week has been a very emotional one for me. On Monday, I felt anxious because I had to give a presentation at work. I had prepared well, but I was still nervous in the morning. When I finally stood up and spoke, I felt a wave of relief as the words came out more naturally than I expected. Afterward, my manager came over and said she was impressed. I felt both grateful and proud in that moment. By Thursday, all the effort of the week caught up with me, and I felt completely drained. But when I sat on my balcony Friday evening with a cup of tea and watched the sunset, I felt peaceful and content. I reminded myself to stay hopeful and keep going. Short conversation. Person 1. You seem a little down today. Is everything okay? Person 2. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. I have too many things to finish by tomorrow. Person 1. That sounds stressful. Is there anything I can help with? Person 2. Actually, yes. If you could help me with the report, I would feel so relieved. Person 1. Of course. Let's sit down after lunch and work through it together. Person 2. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I already feel a little better. Lesson 6. Words for work and daily tasks.
Work vocabulary is important for almost everyone, whether you have a job, run a business, are a student, or manage a household. These are the kinds of words you hear and use almost every single day. Knowing them will help you communicate clearly, professionally, and with confidence. Colleague, a person you work with. Example, my colleague and I share an office. Supervisor, a person who watches over your work. Example, my supervisor gave me feedback on the project. Assignment, a piece of work you are given to complete. Example, I finished my assignment before the deadline. Workload, the amount of work a person has. Example, my workload has been very heavy this month. Schedule, a plan showing when things will happen. Example, let me check my schedule for tomorrow. Presentation, a talk given to a group about a topic. Example, I am preparing a presentation for the client meeting. Client, a person or company that uses your service. Example, we have an important client visiting the office tomorrow. Deadline,
The final date by which work must be completed. Example, the deadline for this report is Friday at noon. Productive, getting a lot done in a useful way. Example, this has been a very productive morning. Progress, movement forward toward a goal. Example, I am making good progress on the project. Update, new information about something happening. Example, can you give me an update on the situation? Feedback, comments about someone's work to help them improve. Example, my manager gave me very useful feedback. Handle, to manage or deal with something. Example, she handles all the client communications. Delegate, to give a task to someone else to complete. Example, a good manager knows how to delegate work fairly. Efficient, doing things quickly without wasting time or energy. Example, our new system is much more efficient. Flexible, able to change or adjust easily. Example, my working hours are quite flexible. Promote, to move someone to a higher position. Example, she was promoted to team leader last month. Resign, to leave a job by choice. Example, he decided to resign and start his own business. Remote work, working from home instead of the office. Example, I have been doing remote work for the past 2 years. Overtime, working beyond your normal hours. Example, I worked overtime 3 times this week. Practice paragraph. This has been one of my busiest weeks at work. My supervisor assigned me a very important presentation to prepare for a new client. The deadline was Thursday, so I had very little time. My workload felt almost impossible at first, but I made a clear schedule, worked productively each morning, and delegated a few smaller tasks to my colleagues. By Wednesday evening, I had finished the presentation. The meeting on Thursday went very well. The client was pleased, and my supervisor gave me excellent feedback. That night, even though I was tired from working overtime, I felt very proud of the progress I had made. Short conversation. Did you finish the update for the client? Almost. I just need another 30 minutes. Okay, but remember the deadline is at 3 o'clock. I know. I'll handle it. Can you delegate the email to someone else, though? I don't want to lose focus. Of course. I'll ask our colleague. Let me know if you need any help. Will do. Thanks for being so flexible. Lesson 7. Words for shopping and money. Shopping is part of modern life. Whether you are buying food, clothes, electronics, or gifts, you will always need shopping vocabulary. These words will help you have real, confident conversations in any shop or market. Browse, to look around a shop without buying anything specific. Example, I spent an hour browsing the shops in the mall. Bargain, a product sold at a very good low price. Example, this jacket was a real bargain, half price. Afford, to have enough money to buy something. Example, I cannot afford a new phone right now. Budget, the amount of money you plan to spend. Example, I try to stick to a weekly shopping budget. Refund, money returned when you return a product. Example, the item was faulty, so I asked for a refund. Exchange, replacing one item for another in a shop. Example, the shirt was the wrong size, so I exchanged it. Checkout, the area in a shop where you pay. Example, there was a long queue at the checkout. Cashier, the person at the checkout who takes payment. Example, the cashier was very quick and polite. Trolley, or cart, a wheeled container used for shopping. Example, I filled the whole trolley with groceries. Aisle, a passage between shelves in a shop. Example, the bread is in the second aisle on the right. On offer, available at a reduced price. Example, the yogurt is on offer this week, 2 for 1. Second hand, previously owned by someone else. Example, I bought a second-hand bicycle for a very low price. Brand, a company name on a product. Example, some people only buy certain brands, but I prefer good value. Quality, how well something is made. Example, the quality of this fabric is excellent. Wrap, to cover something, often as a gift. Example, can you gift wrap this for me, please? Delivery, bringing goods to your home. Example, the delivery arrived while I was at work. Return, to bring a product back to the shop. Example, I need to return these shoes because one is damaged. Overcharge, to ask for more money than the correct amount. Example, I think they overcharged me. Let me check the receipt. In stock, available to buy right now. Example, sorry, this item is not in stock at the moment. Sold out, completely finished, nothing left to buy. Example, the tickets were sold out within an hour. Practice paragraph. On Sunday afternoon, I went shopping for a birthday gift for my mother. I had a small budget, so I wanted to find something good quality but affordable. I started by browsing a few shops near the market. In the third shop, I found a beautiful scarf that was on offer at half price, a real bargain. I checked the quality carefully, and it felt wonderful. I took it to the checkout, where the cashier offered to gift wrap it for me at no extra charge. I paid and asked for a receipt just in case I needed to return anything. On the way home, I felt very happy. I had stayed within my budget and found something my mother would truly love. Excuse me, do you have this jacket in a size medium? Let me check. I believe it might be sold out in medium, but I will look in the back for you. Thank you. How much does it cost? It's normally $40, but this week it's on offer for $25. That's a great bargain. If you find one in my size, I'll take it. Of course, give me just a moment. Lesson 8. Words for friends and social life. The people around us matter deeply. We talk about them, talk to them, make plans with them, and share experiences with them. This is why social vocabulary is so essential for natural, flowing English. These words will help you talk about your relationships and connect more meaningfully with others. Companion, someone you spend time with. Example, my dog has been my faithful companion for 6 years. Reunion, a meeting of people who have not seen each other for a long time. Example, we had a wonderful school reunion last summer. Catch up, to talk about recent events with someone you have not seen for a while. Example, let's meet for coffee and catch up. Hang out, to spend relaxed time with people. Example, we hang out at the park every Saturday. Get along, to have a good relationship with someone. Example, I get along very well with my colleagues. Fall out, to have an argument and stop being friendly. Example, we fell out last year but made up a few weeks later. Make up, to resolve an argument and be friends again. Example, we made up and everything is fine now. Supportive, giving encouragement and help. Example, my friends are very supportive of my dreams. Reliable, someone you can depend on. Example, she is the most reliable person I know. Genuine, sincere and real, not pretending. Example, I appreciate people who are genuine. Loyal, staying faithful to someone. Example, true friends are always loyal. Gossip, talking about other people's private affairs. Example, I try to avoid gossip at work. Rumor, information spread around that may not be true. Example, I heard a rumor, but I am not sure if it's true. Bond, a strong emotional connection between people. Example, we share a very strong bond after years of friendship. Celebrate, to do something enjoyable to mark a happy occasion. Example, we celebrated her promotion with dinner. Plan, to decide what you will do and when. Example, let's plan a day out together soon. Reach out, to contact someone. Example, I reached out to an old friend last week. Check in, to ask someone how they are doing. Example, she always checks in on me when things are difficult. Common ground, interests or views shared by two people. Example, we found a lot of common ground when we first met. Stay in touch, to keep communicating even after time apart. Example, we promised to stay in touch even after moving cities. Practice paragraph. Last weekend, I had a small reunion with some old school friends I had not seen for almost 2 years. We met at a cafe and spent the whole afternoon catching up. It was wonderful to hear about everyone's lives, their jobs, travels, and plans for the future. One friend told us he had fallen out with someone at work, but had recently made up with them. We laughed, shared stories, and found so much common ground in how our lives had changed. Before saying goodbye, we all promised to stay in touch and plan another meetup very soon. It reminded me how important genuine, loyal friendships really are. Short conversation. I haven't heard from you in months. How have you been? I know, I'm sorry. Life has been so busy. I kept meaning to reach out. No worries, we're here now. Let's catch up properly. Yes, how is everything going for you? Really well. I actually wanted to celebrate some good news with you. Oh, tell me everything. I am all ears. Lesson 9. Words for solving problems in daily life. Life is never perfectly smooth. Every day brings small challenges. Something does not work. Someone is late. You make a mistake. Something gets lost. This final lesson will teach you the words you need to talk about those situations honestly and clearly. These are words that show real maturity and intelligence in English. Issue, a problem or concern. Example, there is an issue with my internet connection. Challenge, a difficult situation that requires effort. Example, learning a new language is a great challenge. Obstacle, something that blocks your way forward. Example, the biggest obstacle for me was building confidence to speak. Deal with, to take action about a problem. Example, I need to deal with this situation before it gets worse. Sort out, to find a solution and fix something. Example, we sorted out the problem in about 10 minutes. Figure out, to understand something through thinking. Example, I finally figured out why my phone was not charging. Manage, to successfully deal with something difficult. Example, I managed to finish everything before the deadline. Recover, to return to a normal state after a difficulty. Example, she recovered quickly after the illness. Admit, to say openly that something happened or that you were wrong. Example, he admitted that he had made a mistake. Apologize, to say sorry sincerely. Example, I apologize to my colleague for being rude. Misunderstanding, when someone understands something incorrectly. Example, it was just a misunderstanding. We cleared it up quickly. Blame, to say someone is responsible for something wrong. Example, please don't blame yourself. It was an accident. Responsibility, the duty to deal with something. Example, it is my responsibility to fix this problem.
Patience, the ability to wait or deal with difficulty calmly. Example, patience is very important when learning a language. Effort, energy and work put into doing something. Example, I put a lot of effort into that presentation. Overcome, to successfully deal with and move past a problem. Example, she overcame a lot of challenges to get where she is today. Consequence, the result of an action. Example, if you don't act now, the consequences could be serious. Prevent, to stop something from happening. Example, we can prevent problems by planning ahead. Cope, to manage a difficult situation without giving up. Example, some days are hard, but I cope by taking things slowly. Move on, to stop thinking about a past problem and go forward. Example, it happened, we learned from it, and now we need to move on.
A few weeks ago, I had quite a difficult few days. First, there was an issue with my bank account that took a lot of time and patience to sort out. Then I had a misunderstanding with a close friend that left us both feeling upset. I admitted my part in the situation and apologized sincerely. Thankfully, we figured things out quickly and moved on. At work, a project I was leading hit an obstacle when one of the team members became unwell. It was a real challenge, but I managed to redistribute the work and we still delivered on time. Looking back, those few days taught me a lot about dealing with problems calmly, taking responsibility, and having the patience to cope until things improve. Short conversation. Person 1. Hey, are you okay? You look a little stressed. Person 2. I'm dealing with a bit of an issue with my landlord. It's been ongoing for 2 weeks now. Person 1. What kind of issue? Maybe I can help you figure it out. Person 2. The heating is not working and he keeps delaying the repair. Person 1. You should put everything in writing. That way there are consequences if he ignores you again. Person 2. That's a really good idea. I'll do that tonight. Person 1. You'll sort it out, don't worry. And if you need help writing the message, just let me know. Person 2. Thank you. That means a lot. And that brings us to the end of today's lesson.
9 lessons, hundreds of real words, real paragraphs, real conversations. This is the kind of vocabulary that fluent English speakers actually use, not in textbooks, not in exams, but in life. I want you to remember something very important. You do not need to know every English word to speak fluently. You need to know the right words, the everyday words, and you need to practice them until they feel completely natural. So, here is your challenge. Take any one lesson from today, just one, and try to use those words in your day. Talk to yourself in English when you wake up. Describe your morning. Say out loud what you are eating for lunch. Explain a small problem you dealt with this week. Every time you do this, you are building a real English habit, and habits build fluency. If this video helped you, please give it a like and share it with someone who is learning English. And if you are not already subscribed to this channel, please subscribe now so you never miss a lesson. I am so proud of every single person watching this. You showed up, you practiced. That already puts you ahead. Keep learning, keep speaking, and I will see you in the very next lesson.